So if you want to know the ideal itinerary to visit Kazakhstan, more specifically Almaty, then stick around to the end of this vlog, watch it in full because I'm going to reveal a few options, few itineraries for you to choose from if you are planning your visit to Kazakhstan. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Just Go with Amreen. I am in Kazakhstan again and it looks so different. Oh my god. I'm on my second trip in Kazakhstan. Last time and all these weeks that you've been seeing has been my first trip to Kazakhstan when it was covered in snow. It was November and now I'm here in April. I have completed my first group trip in Kazakhstan. It's not my first group trip ever, but it's my first group trip hosted in Kazakhstan. I'll show you a few glimpses, but this vlog is about showcasing the ideal and the most perfect and scenic itinerary to visit Kazakhstan if you plan to anytime soon. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. Irrespective of which itinerary you follow, day one is city tour, the Almaty city tour. So just FYI, let me warn you, I'm going to be adding glimpses from my recent trip as well as my trip in November. So if you see a lot of snow and very little, just understand they are two different months altogether. Anyway, so when you start your city tour, you will do the first thing is head to Shimbolak, which is 30 minutes away from the city center and the most beautiful place in Almaty. So after that you would obviously come back down from the cable car and head to other places in the heart of the city center of Almaty, which is like Zenkov Cathedral, and you would go to Green Bazaar, you would go to the First President's Park. You would also probably head to Koktove. It's ideal for those who have kids, so it's great for families. But even if you don't have kids, but you're a kid at heart, Koktove is a great place to spend some time. Lastly, I want to mention, if you are taking a guided city tour of Almaty, generally lunch is included, which is delicious, by the way, because they take you to this really amazing, very Instagrammable Kazakh restaurant and feed you local food, and it's absolutely delicious. Day 2 and 3 are a start of a very long journey. We head out of Almaty, which is about 4 hours away. We stop at Altanamil National Park, and today we just head to the singing dunes and then we stop over at a ethno village or a traditional village where we eat some Kazakh cuisine for dinner and off to bed. Early risers, good news for you. Today we head out for a very nice hike to the Aktau Mountains and the Katutau Mountains. And after a very long, hectic, tiresome hike, we drive all the way back to Almaty to rest for the night. Today we leave the city of Almaty again and we start our journey for a 2-night and 3-day plan. The first part of this day we head to the gorgeous turquoise waters of Issyk Lake, and then Asay Plateau. You visit the Bear waterfalls, and that's a lot of hiking for the day. And then you chill at a yurt, which is the nomadic style of living. Yeah, you experience that and you call it a day. This morning we wake up and we head to this really off-beaten, secret, hidden lake in the middle of nowhere called Bartogai. And after that we have a very long drive with a lunch break and we head to the Valley of Castles, or rather Sharon Canyon. Be prepared for some more hiking today, but for a change it's a very easy walk rather, but a long one, and you end up at the Charon River. After this, again, it's time to rest. Day number 6. Today we spend an entire day at Kolsai Lakes. So if you come here in the right weather, which is during summer or even autumn, you could actually hike up to the second Kolsai Lake. There are 3 Kolsai Lakes. This is the first one, the lower Kolsai, where you can just simply, go boating and enjoy your time in the nature. But if you come here at the right time, like I mentioned, you could actually hike up to the second lake, which is so much more quieter, no crowds, super serene, because only those who are fit enough will actually hike up. And also it takes quite a while. It takes 5 hours to go up and down. The best way to do it is by going on these horses, but yeah, if you are not comfortable with that, you will be hiking. Tonight you have the option that if you don't want to sleep in a guest house in the village, you could actually check into one of these hotels, and this is the best hotel located literally on the Kolsai Lake. It is called Kolsai Nomads. You will wake up to those views. How does that sound? Today is almost the last day of our trip and we head to the gorgeous sunken forest, the mysterious sunken forest, or Kindy Lake. You have to either hike to this place or optionally you can also take a horse ride. It really doesn't matter. It depends on the time of the year you come. If it's raining, if it's snowing, obviously horse riding is ideal. I am scared of horses, so I chose to walk. But I suggest come here as early as possible in the morning to avoid massive crowds. After spending a good 1 hour by the Kindy Lake, it's time for lunch on our way back to the Almaty city today. So that was the ideal itinerary if you want to explore the scenic nature, the mountains, the lakes, the canyons, and not miss anything and experience a different accommodation, a unique accommodation every single day. But if you don't want to hop around so much, you don't want to do the hiking, you want something far more relaxed, then check out this next itinerary option. You might like this a little more. So just like itinerary number 1, we start day 1 with the Almaty city tour, moving along to day number 2. Depending on what time of the year you visit and with who you go to Kazakhstan, today could be the most amazing day and amazing night of your life in Kazakhstan. So I obviously went here in November when everything was frozen. That white patch you see right behind me is the big Almaty lake. Yes, it's frozen. And after that, I headed to this gorgeous place where I stayed in a cabin. This is how it looked when I visited this place with my group. And these are the cabins. They only have like 3 or 4 cabins, that's it. So if you want to book these, you gotta book them way in advance. So we stayed in this gorgeous cabin. Each cabin takes about 3 adults and it has a washroom inside as well. That's where you spend the night, and there is no connection here, no internet, your data will not work. You'll have to spend time with yourself or with the people you come with. So they come and do a bonfire at 8 p.m. and then you have fun. Whether you're with strangers from the neighboring cabins or you have brought a group of friends, it's a great place to have a picnic. Day 3, we wake up pretty early because the checkout from the cabins are at 10 a.m. So we leave and we push off straight to Charon Canyons, which is like a 4-hour long drive. We stop for lunch and then we explore the Charon Canyon. We hike over there for a good an hour or 2 and then we head to Kolsai Lakes. So on this day, we're doing obviously a shortened version of the previous itinerary that I mentioned. This is 5 nights and 6 days. So we don't have the time to actually horse ride to the second Kolsai Lake or the middle Kolsai. We can only go to the lower Kolsai and enjoy the nature. And then we head back to Kolsai Nomads and we stay here for the night. Day 4, we check out of Kolsai Nomads and today we head to Kindy Lake, which is just about an hour away from Kolsai. And we hike it, and then after the hike we head back and have some delicious lunch at a Kazakh local family's house and then head back to Almaty. So tonight you could either spend it in the Almaty city center in a regular hotel and have a free day tomorrow, or else you can check into this gorgeous mountain resort called Oykaragai, which is about 35-45 minutes away from Almaty city, and there are a range of accommodations you can choose from. You can stay in a yurt, you can stay in a chalet or a regular hotel room, or little charming tree houses. Whether you're an adult or you have a family with kids, this is an amazing place to spend your entire day since they have so many activities to choose from. So that was the 5 night 6 day itinerary, which was a combination of a little hiking and a little relaxation. But if you want to completely relax and not really strain yourself and stress yourself with long drives and going far away and hiking and stuff like that, this next itinerary is a quick getaway for 3 nights and 4 days where you just get to chill and hang around in Almaty city itself. So without further ado, let's dive right into that. So you know how day one goes, just like the previous two itineraries. Day one is just the Almaty city tour. I always advise, as you land, do the city tour first because you get the feel and you get to taste the cuisine of the country you've just been introduced to. Day 2, we head to the Issyk Lake and Bear Waterfalls. This is just a short 1.5 hour ride away from Almaty city. You can also go paddling, boating in this lovely turquoise waters, and you can also do a short walk and view the Bear Waterfalls. On your last day, you could do a half-day tour to the big Almaty lake. Now, given the time you are coming, it will either look like this, nice and blue, or it'll look like this when it is all frozen and pure white. No matter what, you can see it looks absolutely stunning. After this, you can head back to Almaty city where you can be dropped off at your hotel, or my preference would be Green Bazaar. Well, I have the half day to myself, so what would I like to do? Shopping! So whatever you want to buy, whether it is souvenirs or fruits or anything that you want to purchase even for yourself, like clothes and stuff, you can do it in Green Bazaar. Mind you, you will need Google Translate handy. I got a lot of requests for itineraries and I was going to make this vlog any which ways, but I couldn't do that when I was in Dubai and I got really busy when I came to Kazakhstan. So here it is. Finally, you have a couple of options to visit Almaty, Kazakhstan. I hope you liked this vlog, and if you did, you know what to do. Give me a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of my upcoming adventures. I will see you guys next week. Until then, take care guys. Bye. Cheers.